For over 70 years, one location has captured the imagination of truth seekers, UFO hunters, and conspiracy theorists around the world. A remote patch of desert in Nevada, surrounded by mountains, guarded by armed patrols, and absent from official maps. They call it Area 51. Some say it hides alien spacecraft. Others claim it holds the bodies of extraterrestrials recovered from mysterious crashes. And for decades, the US government denied it even existed, but now, newly uncovered Pentagon documents reveal something shocking. The UFO stories themselves may not be a cover for the truth, they may be the cover. A carefully engineered distraction hiding something far more dangerous and far more human. Tonight, we pull back the curtain on Area 51's newest secrets, and what we find could change everything you thought you knew. If you're ready to explore the world's most dangerous conspiracies and uncover what they don't want you to know, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss the truth when it drops. The story of Area 51 begins in the mid-1950s at the height of the Cold War. Deep in the Nevada desert, the US government selected a dry lake bed called Groom Lake as the site for testing its most advanced and secretive aircraft. The U-2 spy plane was the first to take to the skies here, an aircraft capable of flying higher than any fighter or missile of its time. Its missions demanded total secrecy. The airspace was restricted, the perimeter heavily guarded, and the facility erased from official maps. But secrecy often breeds suspicion. Local pilots and residents began reporting strange lights and shapes in the night sky, aircraft that seemed to appear and vanish in an instant. As the years passed, new projects arrived: the SR-71 Blackbird, the A-12 Oxcart, machines so fast and strange-looking they seemed almost alien. The rumors began to spread. Maybe they were alien. By the 1980s, thanks to whistleblowers and sensational media coverage, Area 51 had transformed from a nameless military site into the epicenter of the UFO phenomenon, a place where the impossible might just be real. But as we now know, this was only the beginning of the real story. By the late 1980s, Area 51 was busier than ever. Deep inside its hangars, the United States was testing one of the most revolutionary aircraft in history, the F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter. Its jagged, angular design deflected radar, making it nearly invisible to detection. Under the moonlight, it didn't look like any aircraft people had ever seen. Test flights often took place at night, far from prying eyes, but not far enough. Locals, truckers, and even hobbyist pilots reported seeing glowing, triangular shapes moving silently through the sky. To them, it could only be one thing: aliens. This is where the newly revealed Pentagon files change everything. According to internal research by the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, the military didn't just ignore these alien rumors, they quietly encouraged them. One account tells of an Air Force colonel showing doctored flying saucer photos to patrons in a Nevada bar. The goal was simple: if the public and foreign intelligence services believed strange sightings were extraterrestrial craft, they wouldn't suspect America was hiding next-generation stealth technology. It was a masterstroke of misdirection. Let the UFO myth run wild, and your enemies will chase ghosts instead of blueprints. This wasn't random, it was a calculated part of intelligence strategy. By feeding the public just enough mystery, thus, the Pentagon created a smokescreen so effective that the truth stayed hidden in plain sight for decades. But as effective as this tactic was, it also created a dangerous side effect. In a world where alien stories could be planted on purpose, how do we know which ones are real? Among the most surprising details uncovered in the URO investigation was the mention of a so-called speculated military unit, Yankee Blue. According to declassified notes, Yankee Blue was described in internal briefings as an elite task force assigned to recover and study unidentified aerial phenomena. The descriptions were vivid: teams in unmarked helicopters, rapid response to crash sites, secret hangars filled with otherworldly technology. It sounded like something ripped straight from a sci-fi movie, and that was the point. Dig deeper and you find the truth. Yankee Blue never existed. It was an invention, a phantom unit crafted to muddy the waters. Some briefings containing its name were even accidentally leaked, ensuring they'd fall into the hands of UFO researchers and, inevitably, foreign intelligence analysts. By weaving together a mix of genuine classified operations with entirely fictional elements, the Pentagon created a self-perpetuating cycle. Conspiracy theorists ran with the story, journalists repeated it, and the legend grew stronger, while the real project stayed invisible. It was deception layered like an onion, where every layer you peeled away led to another story, and another dead end. In April 2025, the Area 51 story took a new turn. While scanning Google Earth imagery of the Nevada desert, online researchers spotted something unusual, something that had never been discussed in the UFO community before. Rising from the sands of Groom Lake Peak was a massive triangular tower, dark, imposing, and unlike any structure previously documented at the base. Measurements based on satellite shadow analysis placed its height somewhere between 150 and 190 feet, taller than a 15-story building. Its geometry was precise, its placement deliberate. The discovery spread quickly through online forums and social media. Some argued it was a radar cross-section testing device, designed to evaluate how visible or invisible an object appears on radar. Others believed it could be a next-generation communications or tracking array. And inevitably, there were those who saw it as proof of alien involvement, suggesting it might be a landing beacon, an energy device, or even a gateway of some kind. What made it stranger was the possibility that the tower had been there for decades, hidden in plain sight, unnoticed by the public until now. If true, it means that one of the largest and most conspicuous structures at Area 51 escaped detection for years. No official explanation has been given. The US government has remained silent, as it always does when Area 51 makes headlines. But this mysterious tower serves as a reminder. Even in the age of high-resolution satellites, there are still secrets the desert is keeping. And if something this large can go unnoticed, what else might be sitting out there waiting to be found? And the Pentagon's manipulation of UFO narratives wasn't just about hiding one aircraft or one program. It was about controlling the entire battlefield of perception. In intelligence work, perception can be as powerful as firepower. If foreign governments hear whispers of alien spacecraft over Nevada, they're less likely to suspect a stealth bomber or hypersonic drone. The alien myth becomes a shield, protecting the truth not by concealing it completely, but by burying it under a more sensational story. This is psychological warfare, influencing what people believe so they act or don't act in ways that serve your goals. The beauty of the Area 51 alien narrative is that it's self-sustaining. Once seeded, it grows on its own, fed by movies, books, and internet speculation. The government doesn't have to keep telling the story. The public does it for them, but there's a cost. In a world where UFO reports can be intentionally fabricated, real unexplained events risk being ignored. If a pilot truly encounters something extraordinary, it might be dismissed as another planted myth. The result is a paradox. The more convincing the cover story, the less likely the truth, whatever it may be, will ever be recognized. And perhaps that's the greatest success of the Area 51 strategy, making the line between fact and fiction so thin that nobody can tell where one ends and the other begins. Look back at the UFO sightings reported around Nevada in the late 20th century, and a pattern begins to emerge. Many accounts describe sharp, angular silhouettes gliding silently through the night sky. Others mention triangular craft with faint glowing lights at each corner, moving in ways that seemed impossible for conventional aircraft. Decades later, those descriptions align almost perfectly with the outlines and flight patterns of aircraft that were classified at the time. The F-117 Nighthawk, the B-2 Spirit bomber, and later, experimental drones. Speeds, altitudes, and maneuvers once thought impossible were simply the capabilities of technology the public wasn't allowed to know existed yet. It's easy to see how a test flight of a stealth bomber in the 1980s could be mistaken for an alien ship, especially if the government quietly encouraged that conclusion. Yet, not all sightings fit neatly into that explanation. Some reports describe craft with movements that defy even today's known aeronautics. Instant changes in direction, acceleration without visible propulsion, complete silence at close range. These outliers are the reason the UFO mystery endures. For every sighting that can be explained by military hardware, there are others that remain stubbornly unaccounted for. And it's within that small gap between what we know and what we can't explain that Area 51's legend continues to thrive. Today, Area 51 is bigger, busier, and more heavily protected than ever. High-resolution satellite images reveal a constantly evolving landscape. New hangars appearing, runways extended, strange structures rising and disappearing without explanation. Security around the base remains absolute. Armed patrols, motion sensors, and surveillance systems make it impossible to get close without being detected. Even airspace miles above is tightly restricted, guarded by some of the most sophisticated defense systems in the world. Speculation about what's happening inside ranges from plausible to extraordinary. Some believe the base is testing hypersonic drones capable of crossing continents in under an hour. Others suggest it's home to experimental spaceplanes, craft that could launch into orbit and return to Earth without a rocket. There are even rumors of advanced energy weapons and propulsion systems decades ahead of anything the public has seen. And then there are those who still hold on to the extraterrestrial theory, claiming that hidden deep underground, beyond layers of security and secrecy, lies technology not of this Earth. The truth is, we don't know. And perhaps that's the point. By keeping the public and foreign intelligence guessing, Area 51 maintains its greatest advantage. mystery as a form of defense. Whatever is happening beyond those fences, one thing is certain: the most famous secret base in the world still has plenty of secrets left to keep. In early 2025, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, ARO, released its first major report on government involvement in UFO narratives. The findings confirmed what many suspected, that elements within the Pentagon had deliberately fueled alien rumors to conceal advanced military programs. But that report was only the beginning. A second, far more comprehensive release is expected later this year. Officials claim it will dive deeper into decades of classified projects, disinformation campaigns, and unexplained encounters. The big question is what it will reveal. Will it offer even more proof that the UFO legend is nothing more than an elaborate cover? Or will it uncover evidence that, hidden among the lies, there really have been genuine anomalies, craft, or phenomena that defy human explanation? For UFO researchers, skeptics, and intelligence watchers alike, the upcoming report could be a turning point. It may either dismantle the alien narrative entirely or give it new life. Until then, we're left in suspense, watching the desert, scanning the skies, and wondering if the truth is about to finally step into the light or disappear deeper into the shadows. So, what is the real secret of Area 51? Is it a vault of alien artifacts? Or the birthplace of the most advanced human technology ever built? Maybe it's both. Or maybe the real secret isn't the hardware at all, it's the story. A story so powerful that it's kept the world guessing for decades, blurring the line between fact and fiction until no one can say for sure where one ends and the other begins. What we do know is this: the mystery is far from over. The desert still hides its secrets. The skies still hold their questions. And somewhere behind those fences and under those hangars, the next chapter is already being written. If you've enjoyed uncovering these hidden truths tonight, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Most of you watching right now aren't subscribed yet, and you don't want to miss the next time we dive deep into the world's most dangerous conspiracies. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your eyes on the skies and never stop asking questions.